let me do it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Oh, Isa is here. All right, great. Good evening, good morning to you, Angela. So just a quick background with Angela. She's been with us for actually the VA is supposed to be starting this week, but there was an emergency that happened to the VA that can't no longer attend to Angela. So we decided to interview another set of VAs for her to to help her on her business. So yeah, we have Jaya, Rodora, Carmina, and Isa that you can ask questions today, Angela. But before we get started, kindly introduce a bit of yourself and your business background, please. Thank you so much.
So Isa, do you want to go first?
Would you like to share a bit of yourself first, Angela?
Sure. Okay. So I am a spiritual teacher and coach. I have a YouTube channel. I wrote my healing memoir and released it this year. I basically have a website and I do social media platforms, which is the starting point for needing a VA. Because the platforms at times there is way too much going on and I have to be able to do my work. Facebook and I don't always get along. So this is what my primary concern at the moment is having someone with strong social media platform experience to bring people into my free community for empaths, intuitives, and spirit-led souls, and ultimately bring them into the paid community, which is called Curious Butterfly Nation. So that's where I do all of my workshops. I do my lives every week, and I give people more attention than what they get from me based on YouTube and the other social media platforms. So I use LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and there's a international female professional platform that I also post on. It's a little old and antiquated, but we make it work. So I've been doing this for a little over 2 years. It'll be actually 3 years come the fall. So I've spent a long time building a foundation, and now I'm looking for a virtual assistant to help me with the social media to pull in more clients and get my work out there, as well as to book coaching calls, private readings, booking people into the paid membership, things of this sort. So we'll systematically work together to get those goals done. So
thank you so much for sharing, Angela. It's a great to know about you. So yeah, you may go ahead and start asking questions.
Okay. So I think we have 2. All right, there we go. I would like to know first from each of you about your social media background and skills, how you think that you would be able to help someone like myself. Who would like to go first?
I'll go in first. Hi, Angela. Hi, everybody. I'm Carmina Vale. I've been with Quantum starting March. So yeah, previously I'm also a virtual assistant, but not really full-time. As for my social media experiences, I am helping right at the moment another client with her stuffs, with her social media stuffs from ground up. So from zero to something. And
Okay.
from there we are able to gather leads that later on are becoming, of booking calls to her, and sooner a client of her own. Yeah, I'm really well acquainted with the social media stuffs, as it is my age. I'm young, so I know. I grew old with them, and still learning a lot, actually. Like just a little while ago, we had we had a training with the Jason, the quantum boss, about how to work with the LinkedIn better. And really, I was like, "What? You can do that with LinkedIn?" I was like, "All right." So I'm gonna it's a learning process still, going on with the social, I mean, Facebook and things like that. There are a lot of changes, but yeah, I've had a lot of research about them, and uh, uh, applying them so far as I go on. Yeah.
All righty, thank you. So, Jaya, would you like to go next?
Yes. Hi, Angela. Hello, guys. So I'm Jaya Jane Ramirez, 25 years old, just recently on June 18. Mm. I graduated at Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Human Resource Management. My past work experience is I am a BPO, a customer service representative in one of the BPO company here in the Philippines. It was an international account. I was I'm in a quantum for quite some time. So I am a social media manager. I do reels, I do Instagram posting, I manage all social media accounts of my clients. I also do lead generation, appointment setting, and then email marketing. And I also do vlogging. I know how to edit graphic designs, and I because I have a just recently I just made my reels, and in just 1 week I have already 606 followers just for videos, and I have also Instagram and YouTube channel.
All right, great. Rhoda, is that how I say it?
Yeah, it's Rodora, but you can call me Roda.
Rhoda, okay.
So, a bit of myself. I've been into social media since I think it's 2012. Before I work, I am a entrepreneur. I have um, online business. So I use social media for my business. So from there, I have strong background on social media. I am knowledgeable in Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or even Pinterest. I am also, I can help you with YouTube and applying a bit of SEO and community building. I have skills in lead generation, um, uh, uh, in social media management. I can help you with content creation, graphic design, scheduling posts, and I think all the stuff about social media. So that's it.
Okay. And Isa.
I'm sorry, I just got I don't know why Zoom kicked me out. So I just wanna clarify again the question if that's okay.
Sure. The
Yes.
question was, okay,
Mhm.
did you hear the question, or you want to just repeat it back and I'll.
Yeah, I just repeat. I just want to clarify if I heard it right.
Okay, so my question is, your skills in social media, what is sort of like your background and your strong suit that would help my type
Okay.
of business?
All right. So yes, I am into sales industry. I grew up in the sales industry for years now, and I want to share my work experience regarding that as well. I have a lot to share, but maybe I will just highlight the things that might be related to what you're looking for. So um, it's 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 a really long venture for sales industry, and also, I worked as a sales representative in a BPO account before, specifically in all the Hilton hotels worldwide. So, and also, I am a customer service representative as well. And in terms of social media management, that's what I've been doing since I um, joined the virtual assistant industry. So, I work with different coaches, visionary marketing coaches from the UK, and that's my main task. social media management, data entry, and also aside from social media management, I can go beyond what what I can do. Like aside from doing social media management, I can do social media audit because we can't just do like manage social media and do it for weeks and there's no result. So what I basically do is I do social media audit as well. Uh, go beyond what I can do. And also, I am a billing specialist in an insurance company in Texas. And yes, and I can say that I really did grow up in the industry. I spent years understanding the psychology of selling through social media because after years, I became a um, marketing and product trainer in a BPO company. So, yes, then yeah, and I can say that I grew up in this industry and been here for years simply because I love what I'm doing, and this is where I want to be in the next few years. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. So for the other ladies, social media audit skills. So yeah, tracking how, what works and what hasn't been working. Is that something that the rest of you are trained and have some experience in? Just one at a time, just kind of chime in.
Starting. I'm learning from a lot of things still. Yeah.
Okay.
But I know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on that. You're like all of us. We're on a certain part of the learning curve. Alrighty.
Yes, Miss Angela, actually, I just made my own VA handbook, which is I record all my social media audit, what I did in every clients I've had. So I have track on it.
Okay, great.
I know how to audit the social media, and I know also how to do a strategy for the social media.
Okay. All right. So has anyone ever worked with someone sort of in my niche, which is like the spirituality realm? It tends to be on YouTube a very competitive place. So when we get into the other social media, it's easy to get lost in translation. And I do things very differently because I see myself more as I am a teacher as opposed to just purely creating, content and love readings. I do the odd one, but I tend to be talking more about like learning, self-love, self-care, acceptance, forgiveness. These are sort of the lessons and the things that not only did I learn, but now I share. So I mean, it's not a prerequisite to believe in higher power, but I like to know sort of where people are on things so that it helps us to work together, that we understand some of the same. We can use different language. Some people use God, universe, source, collective. All of that to me means the same thing. So I just like to have a bit of a read who has a little bit of understanding and willingness to be broad in that way. So if you just want to share with me sort of what you will about that, I'd appreciate it.
I'll go again. I'll go first again. Yeah, I from when was that? Like 20, or rather when I was 15, I entered into this risk organization. And until now, I'm an active member. Actually, I'm also a leader of that spiritual organization, and it's where we take care of young people and their spirituality, the like putting them in the understanding of a higher being, and letting them live in a godly way and things like that. So as for experiences in it, I grew up with it again. That was when I was 50 years old. I mean, until now. I'm 28. So yeah, and I've been reading a lot of books regarding it too, like forgiveness, the things that you've said a while ago, forgiveness, higher being, love self, loving others even when you're hurt. I just recently had an experience on it, and I'm still in it really. So coping with that. And I also write blogs regarding it. So we have it. We have a website, and it's where we put all the uh, blogs that we do. We also have videos that we create. So I'm also in it too. And in that organization, I am the multimedia head, managing for free. I mean, volunteer. So managing the websites, social media stuffs, content creation, videos, blogs, assisting the young people to, get out of there and know more about what else uh, has the world. I mean, what else the world has to offer to them. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. So Jaya, would you like to go next?
Yes, of course. Actually, my past client was a spiritual coach. Yeah, she just chose me because here in the Philippines, we call it quack doctor, but in other country, you call it shaman. My family, my mother's side is actually, a shaman. So I quite relate all the spiritual stories she had. That's why she chose me. It just happened that she had a financial problem that she did continue the VA service anymore. But she really loves me. It's just the problem.
Okay. Rodora?
So, yes. About that, I actually there's also I belong to an organization wherein I am one of the elder, and I am into coaching them. I and one of the topic that discuss is about self-love, healing, forgiveness, all about that. It's connecting to the source or connecting to the creator. So it's one of the mainly topic that I share to the parents. And about that, actually, I can relate to it since I am into I live in a province wherein there is um, I say like actually it's not become the member of the organization when I was 18 years old. I start and 19 years old, but my belief before was the spiritual thing is started when I was in teens. So when it comes to spiritual belief, I think I have enough knowledge about that.
Okay, great. Isa?
Yes, for me, I also work with a life coach slash spiritual coach as well in the past. And what we do every meeting is that she always shower us with knowledge. She is like our personal coach as well because um, she also makes us understand the connection between us and the universe. So that's what I've learned from her so far, my client from the past.
Okay, excellent. So when it comes to my content and things like that, I follow my heart. I follow my intuition. With the social media things, what's important obviously is building up those platforms to be able to, as I said before, to move people over. designing. Sometimes when I create my messages and things, I am very good with my words. And I do have a creative eye, but I recognize that there are different age groups and different reasons why people are on certain types of platforms. So looking for, again, those skills to help to still carry my message, but bring it to them maybe with a different type of eye to the way the post is set up and things like that. So you all said that you had creative content experience and design. Can you maybe just give me sort of an example of when you might have worked with a client using, like, taking their words and the heart of their message and being able to sort of tweak it, like your process in doing that, and or something about that just kind of gives me an idea of what it is to like work with you when I have my content, but I know that I want to be able to get it to more people. So something you can speak to kind of help me understand what working with you would be like in doing that kind of collaboration to make sure it gets out there as far and wide as possible.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Isa.
Sorry, can I go first?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, you go first. Go ahead. Okay. So yes, that's what I actually do for my client who owns a publishing company, and it's more like content curation. Curating contents. Because I'm actually a writer also before. I work with clients I help clients who wanted to publish their books, write their books, and to make their business a success. So that's what I actually do. Also, yeah, and also in terms of editing editing contents to make it more catchy to the reader is what I love, and that's where I specialize in as well. So yeah, I'm easy to work with in terms of content curation.
Okay.
I'll go next. All right. So since there are a lot of different platforms or social media stuffs that we have, knowing what works best in each one of them is one of the key for us to create what should be created for them. Like, for example, if it's LinkedIn, since we have a pool of professionals, we don't, we speak their language, right? So we give them a newsletter or things to read, informative ones that they can look for. Instagram is always reels. I tried putting in like only a picture in it, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So going with a short video or something like that would always get the attention of our viewers, our target. And for Facebook, since it's spiritual things that we're going to distribute to them, I think I always go with video. It always catches, like, the music in it and the words that you'll be speaking, and it gets to the heart. And of course, before everything else, I want to catch your heart, in the things that you write. I want to understand where you are coming from in order for me to also direct it to our viewers. Right. So just, for example, in a group, right? So we're going to build up a group and then put in other people in there. And then there's this one thing that I'm so proud about. I'm not going to brag, but I'm just going to share. It's like a welcome video. Like every week, we're going to send them off a welcome video. And then there's this one welcome video that I created. And then suddenly there's this, it doesn't happen before because like it's just a graphic, it doesn't move, a poster or something like that. But this time I made a video. right? It's just a welcome video. And then suddenly, one comment, one time, commented below and said, "Oh, this is so nice. Thank you. I feel warmly welcomed." I mean, that's just a welcome video, and it touched them differently. So yeah, for spiritual things, all people needs it. I believe so. So we're gonna have to reach your message to our target appropriately according to our platform.
Right. Great. Who would like to go next?
I think I'm next.
Okay.
It's very cold here, so I'm free. I'm chill. So I will just add something about your questions earlier about the. I was working with a spiritual coach because there is the reason why I love working with spiritual coach is there is the advantage is you're having a client, and aside from that you're having your life coach, because my past client is giving me a lot of life advice about the intuition, intuitive, and that's why I love her. And about the questions right now is what I do is I will ask about the theme first. Your theme as a spiritual coach before I will do a graphic design that will catch the eye of the people that will look in your social media accounts. So I will send you an example and you will approve it, and I will do a content create by that theme. And I know all about in social media about creating creating video, creating groups, joining groups also that spiritual coaches. I know that because since I work in quantum, I also know how to use a CRM tools that using to get a lead generation. That is the one I specialize since I work in quantum.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm the last. Um, I can help you with content, repurposing the content. So when it comes to graphic design, I can create content that reflects the message according that align to your brand as well. So it's not just graphics, but also it is a picture that like the song paint what was I forgot the lyrics, but a picture that can send many message. So it's not just picture, but it has message in it. So I can help you with that as well. So when it comes to content creation, um, I've been in online business before for how many years, so I have enough knowledge for the content creation.
Okay. So my last question on my sheet so far is about the organizing skills. So what I have noticed on it's the Facebook, when we join the communities, the groups, there'll be a variety because I do find clients, in a cross section of places, people who are entrepreneurs like myself, not just people who are empathic or intuitive or consider themselves spirit-led souls. So organizing, understanding the different groups, because they all have different days when you're allowed to do things, when you're not allowed to do things. And I'm running into craziness where it says I'm trying to post too often, and I'm like, I haven't been allowed to post in here in a week. How is that too often? So kind of getting to that. So organization skills will be very important, and sort of, I have joined some communities. I think there's some I need to kind of just let go, because I was just learning how that works. So I believe you have a tool for that. Am I correct? There is a tool that kind of helps you to do these things. one of the other big components that I have is my memoir, so my healing journey, and opening up to my gifts. So doing, promoting that book through things is also important to me, because it supports everything that I do. Everything that I do is intertwined. So organizing things is very important. So maybe you could just speak briefly about like your organizing skills and how you keep track, because you ladies all seem very busy with a lot of different things. So, and I'm not sure if you were told, but so I am 12 hours behind you, right? So this started at 9 a.m. for me and 9 p.m. for you. So I'm looking to have you work from 9:30 p.m. your time till 1:30 a.m. That way I am awake and up, and the posting is happening for the majority of people who I would be interacting with. But also then, the next day there'll be sort of the follow-up, because then the different time zones will click in. So just maybe a little about your own processes and organizing skills and how you guys have managed. That would help me to know too.
Yes. I would love to go first. So, yeah, I just want to add, by the way, I just want to add something regarding to what I've mentioned earlier regarding content creation. What I mean also there is like, we know you're already good at what you're doing, like for the content. You're doing great job with your content, but it's like, when you say content creation, it's like we're adding more value to it, and make it in a more structured way. So that's what we usually do in QVA. So in order to gain more audience, and in terms of organizing tasks, or we use I think majority of us here uses Trello. It's like it's a tool that organizes our projects into boards. Like it tells you what's being worked on, who's working on that, or where something is in the process. So yes, that's what we usually use. It's a Trello, and yeah, it really helps us organizing things. And yeah, I'm a kind of person that I really love to organize things, so that to make sure nothing's being left out, or make sure that we're on the same page. It's transparent. What I'm doing and what we're doing for the team and the business is transparent to you, so you know where we're at and what we need to work on. So yeah, that's one tool that I can recommend, and we're using for years now, and it's free, I guess. Yeah, free.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we use Trello for as for me, I definitely use Trello mainly for the content. Like if I need my client or you to look at what I've created, I'm gonna have to upload it in there and see how we're gonna edit it out or change things out, or just feedback on those. That's for Trello. But for tracking the pay I mean the groups that we join to, on what day they are permitting people to post and things like that, I use a Google Sheet tracker. Yeah, it's working for me because I'm just gonna have to put the links in all of those things, and it's always open whenever I work, so that I know where to put and what to put in them. But just recently I was exploring, and we had actually, all of us at Quantum, we had a training on Airtable. Yeah, and it's like an all-in-one platform where we could talk real time. It's where we communicate. It's where we put the what do you call that, deadlines and things like that. We can set it up in order for us to be on time in the posting, in the things that we have to do. Also, I'm well acquainted with Monday. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's also good for organization. We use that. I used that before when I was working in the BPO company. Email. It's an email organization tool that we use as well. So, but basically, I always go to Trello and Google Sheet for organization.
Okay.
So I will be the
Yeah.
next. So I use Trello board for the task that I will list every day that needs to be accomplished. And I use also a spreadsheet tracker. So I will all the things that I did, all the things you want to be accomplished is on the spreadsheet tracker. Aside from that is I will put it on Google Calendar. So I will be notified every time that I forget things, I forget that one. So I will be notified. And I use also an applications in mobile phone, which we can connect the two of us. If something happened or you're away, you can send me all the list, and you cannot, for example, you cannot open the Trello board. You can send me the list right away on the color note, the application I've used. That is very helpful features, I assure you, Miss Angela.
Okay.
So for me, about the tools, like you said, it's Trello. Then I add the Asana. Asana is recommended for tracking the task. Also for me, making tracker in spreadsheet works. And for organizational skills, I think I have acquired that skills since I'm 17 years old. I'm still studying in college, but I have 3 works already. So while working, I still get a good grades. So I think what helps me manage my time efficiently is through I think it's a gift that I have that skills. And when I'm working, I have experienced that I have working 2 full-time in government and also in an non-government organization here in our country. So aside from that, I have promoted to the head of the staff that improve all that organizational skills that I have. So when it comes to organizing, I first prioritize, then I analyze, and my analytical thinking helps me a lot to be a problem solving. So that's me.
Great. That's perfect. Thank you so much. All right. So that is, that's really great. That's given me a lot. Naomi, are you here? I know you're listening.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
So are we all set with all the questions?
we are all set with all of the questions.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time today, ladies. I appreciate everyone's time. And yeah, judgment time, Angela. Are you able to announce who you wanted to work with, or would you like to sleep on it first?
Actually, I've been keeping track and using my intuition. So I would like to work with Carmina. Thank you to all of the ladies. I did enjoy meeting you, and you all brought a lot to the table. It was not an easy decision, but I'm going to go with my heart, and I would like to work with Carmina if she is available.
Congratulations, Carmina.
Thank you so much, Angela.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
Carmina.
Angela.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats.
Angels. All right.
Congrats.
Yours is coming too.
Boarding call, Angela. Okay. We'll schedule on the chat.
Okay, so yeah, the next steps, Naomi, how does this work this time?
Yeah, next step would be to schedule our onboarding call.
Okay, is that something we can do tomorrow to be sort of ready for Monday?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and chat on our group chat for the schedule.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you.
all, ladies.
Have a
You
great
have a
one.
great
Thank you
day.
guys. Have a
Have
great
a nice
night and
evening.
day.